Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTech. In this video, I'm going to compare the Poco X3 Pro versus the iQOO Z3. Which phone is the best option to buy during the Flipkart Big Billion Day sale and the Amazon Great Indian Sale? And this is a question which I'm getting from plenty of my subscribers asking me to make a video on this particular topic. And during this time, I'll try to compare each and every aspects like performance, display, camera, battery charging, connectivity, build quality, UI, software updates, and price. Which phone is the best phone? Finally, I'll try to declare all after going through all the points individually. So first, let's start with the basic thing, which is the price. So the lowest model you can actually get the Poco X3 Pro for about 14,999, 15,000 rupees. 15,000 you can get the Poco X3 Pro. And iQOO Z3 you can get about close to 15,500 kind of price range in the iQOO Z3. That is the lowest price possible. You can actually get it after using the bank discount cards, both phones. After using bank discount cards only you can actually get that kind of price range. So without using bank discount cards, the Poco X3 Pro will be available for about 16,999 and iQOO Z3 will be available for about 17,990 iQOO Z3 without using any kind of bank discount cards. So overall there's a kind of difference of close to I think 1,500 kind of difference is there between these both phones. I think only 500 difference is there, only 490 difference is there after using the discount which you can actually get in the iQOO Z3 for about I think 2,500 off with the HDFC card on the iQOO Z3 as you can see exactly. So the final price will come down to 1549 only. So only 490 difference is there between these both phones. Now let's see which phone has got a lot of advantages. That's what I'm going to exactly mention. So first thing, let's talk about the performance wise. So performance wise, straight with the closed eyes, I can definitely say that Poco X3 Pro is a clear winner. With the Snapdragon 860 processor, the phone was able to deliver really good performance. If you're planning to buy the phone for the gaming purpose in the mid-range segment, this phone I'll definitely recommend for a lot of other users. This is a really good, most powerful chipset Snapdragon 860, which is available for lowest price. That's a very, very good advantage with this Poco X3 Pro. If you compare the benchmarks, you can, let me just show you. The benchmarks will be, I think, 1,50,000 difference will it be there between these both phones. Yes, huge difference. As you can see the difference between both phones, a lot of difference is there. So you're going to expect really good performance levels in the Poco X3 Pro phones in terms of the gaming or anything. So for heavy gamers, I'll definitely recommend the Poco X3 Pro device to buy. And slightly advantage of having the UFS storage 3.1 as well. That's another main thing. 2.2 is available in the iQOO Z3. So you can understand how the difference is read and write speeds. So performance segment straightforward the Poco X3 Pro, and more games are slightly optimized for this Snapdragon 860 as well. So next is regarding the display segment. So regarding the display, which phone is a clear winner? So both phones they do have the IPS LCD panels, 120 Hz refresh rate, but 180 Hz touch sampling rate, 240 Hz touch sampling rate in the Poco X3 Pro. So both are having the IPS LCD, so there's nothing much major difference to talk about regarding the display things. And this is one thing you should definitely understand. Another thing is that regarding the ghost touch issues, few of the users reported that they do have the ghost touch issues in this device in the Poco X3 Pro. If you want, you can check my other videos which I uploaded, but not all the people, I think only few users did report that. Apart from that, there's nothing much major differences between these two phones in terms of the display panels and everything, colors. There should not be any kind of difference. Next is regarding the camera. So camera is another thing which I think slightly the iQOO Z3 may be a little bit kind of advantage. First advantage is the front cam. So front cam is slightly better in the iQOO Z3. In my usage, I did see this kind of differences between both phones. So slightly, just a little bit, not a much huge difference I would say. Just a little bit difference is there in the front cam. Next is regarding the back camera, also slightly kind of a little bit kind of better in the iQOO Z3 in terms of the back camera shots which I did take. And one more quick note, the iQOO Z3 can record up to I think 4K 60 FPS as well. Let me just show you the settings. Let's go to the settings option. Let's check. Let's see, is it possible? Yes. So 4K 60 FPS can actually record in the iQOO Z3. I think this is the lowest priced phone which you can actually record 4K 60 FPS, the iQOO Z3. That's another advantage which you do have. And stabilization is also really good, not bad in terms of the stabilization, which can actually maintain really good stabilization in the iQOO Z3. So camera thing I did like in the iQOO Z3 when compared with the Poco X3 Pro. Just a little bit advantage. Battery and the charging, battery backup, the Poco X3 Pro, and the charging, I think the iQOO Z3 charges takes about close to 50 minutes of time. Poco X3 Pro takes about close to 70 minutes of time. Battery backup 5000 mAh of battery, 4400 mAh of battery. So slightly more battery backup you're gonna get in the Poco X3 Pro device when compared with the iQOO Z3 device. So next regarding the connectivity wise, the iQOO Z3 which has got the 5G advantage. I think only 1 or 2 bands are available in the iQOO Z3's 5G. Let's check the official website here from the official, I think two 5G bands, as you can see exactly. Two 5G bands which are present in the iQOO Z3 device at this moment, and both doesn't support any kind of Wi-Fi 6, nothing at all. So only 2.4 gigahertz and the 5 gigahertz will be supported. So Wi-Fi 6 is not supported at, anyway we're gonna not expect this kind of thing in the mid-range segment, but still, so 5G 2 bands and no 5G in the Poco X3 Pro, slight advantage for the iQOO Z3. So next regarding the build quality. Build quality wise, I think the Poco X3 Pro slightly advantage for having the dual speakers and having the IR blaster on the top. I'm not sure how many people will be using IR blaster, but I'm the kind of person I use the IR blaster. Yes, seriously, I did use. And dual speaker setup and the having IR blaster slightly advantage in the Poco X3 Pro device. Apart from that, I cannot find any kind of advantage in this phone except those things. And iQOO Z3 has advantage of I think nothing else in the build quality, maybe apart from not having much heavy weight and less weight, just a little bit less weight. That's only maybe one advantage in the iQOO Z3 at this moment. Apart from that, again, old type notch system instead of punch hole, that is kind of another thing annoying. Next is regarding the UI and software updates. So one thing I can be definitely sure that the UI in terms of the software updates, if you don't get any kind of software updates in the future, you do have the option in the Poco phones, MI phones, you can actually install different custom ROMs. Nowadays, a lot of people are actually getting awareness to install the custom ROMs and to get rid of this MI UI. Some people, they don't like the MI UI. It's up to them to decide. I'm not going to judge them, but still, so if you don't like the MI UI and if you want to buy this phone, you do have the option. You can install the different custom ROMs, you can unlock the bootloader unlocking, and you can do that, but which is not possible in the iQOO Z3 at this moment. That's the restriction is there. So in the future, doesn't matter what Android you get, Android 14, 15, even you can actually install in the Poco X3 Pro device by using different custom ROMs. That's another future-proof option is available because of very big user database is available. I think a lot of users are actually buying the Poco X3 Pro, which makes a lot of developers to develop the different custom ROMs for the Poco X3 Pro. That's the one advantage which the Poco X3 Pro has got. And the final summary is that in the performance, Poco X3 Pro, in the display, I think kind of both are kind of same if you want to consider the 240Hz touch sampling rate, but display I'm going to give the same points. Camera goes to the iQOO Z3, and battery and charging, battery backup, Poco X3 Pro charging iQOO Z3, connectivity iQOO Z3 because of 5G, build quality, dual speakers, IR blaster in the Poco X3 Pro, and less weight in the iQOO Z3. UI software updates in terms of the both phones, they're going to get I think Android 12 and Android 13 maybe, but if you're not sure, you can install the custom ROMs, which is option available in the Poco X3 Pro. This is a quick comparison between these both phones, and final thing is that so for 15,000 this is really worth for the performance, and for 15,490 this is worth for the 5G and other future-proof options, and for the camera. These are the other things which are worth in the iQOO Z3. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video, and in case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.